In this video, I built 5 famous YouTubers ranging from some of the biggest names on the platform to a couple you might not have heard of. Also, to speed up the building process so that I can upload this video before AI takes over, I'll be using the Axiom mod, which allows me to use a whole bunch of extra building tools like placing large shapes instead of blocks and a paintbrush to paint blocks instead of placing them. To kick things off, we're building a statue for Mrbeast, the most popular YouTuber in the world and someone I've been watching for nearly 7 years, which is honestly wild. I remember the first Mrbeast video I ever watched was a video where he filled his friend's backyard with 100 million Orbeez. And after that, I fell into a full-on Mrbeast rabbit hole. Back when Chandler losing every challenge was still a running joke and giving away $10,000 felt huge. I kinda miss those simpler videos. Just a bunch of dudes doing crazy stuff and being generous. His content's still great, just a totally different vibe now. But one thing that hasn't changed is his logo, which apparently is a panther according to Google, so that's what we're gonna build. I spent so much time working on trying to get the shape of the head right, but eventually I convinced myself that it was good enough. I gave up. Luckily the body wasn't quite as tricky. I just looked up what a panther looks like and did my best to mimic that. And I definitely got the proportions right first time and not like the third. So yeah, any deleting that you're seeing, that is an artistic choice. Definitely not a mistake. Ultimately, I thought that the end result does end up looking pretty good, especially compared to the references that I had. The legs did take a few tries as well, just to try and figure out what pose I kind of wanted the panther to have, because I didn't want it to be too static, but at the same time, doing something really explosive probably would have taken another month, so we did end up going with mostly just a standing pose, but we kind of ended up tilting the legs a little bit to kind of give them some angle. You can't really see it from this perspective, but trust me, it's there. Also, I'm wondering, as I look back at this, I wonder if the paw, that front paw, was better before I kind of erased part of it, but too late now, you know? The whole fix it in post doesn't work if you already post it, you know? So, but anyways, I thought that it was looking pretty good. At this point, I kind of realized that the panther was looking like he was starved, so we kind of moved him a little bit, and we do end up making him a little bit thicker and a little more fed looking, but in the meantime, we went back to the head and made him look like some kind of goof before deciding that it's supposed to be a beast, you know, Mrbeast, not Mr. Goof. So we did that. I think eventually I got a product that I think I was okay with. I couldn't decide if I thought it looked more like some kind of lion cub, but I mean, it was something, you know, like I think at the end of the day it turned out all right. And this is the finished product. I added a few extra details to reference some different videos of his and added a little more texture to the build. Now on to the next YouTuber, someone most of you guys probably haven't heard of, but one of my personal favorite YouTubers, DGR or DGR Dave. He's a creator that mostly makes Mario content. One of my brothers introduced me to his channel a few years ago, and now watching one of his videos is one of the few things I do consistently every night. Which, maybe that's a little weird to admit on the internet, but I grew up in Mario games and I find DGR's content to be really lighthearted and wholesome. I definitely recommend his channel to anyone who's interested in Mario or anyone that wants to watch a family-friendly stream. For his build, we kept things simple and just stuck to his logo and then built Mario on top, specifically Mario from Super Mario World, his favorite 2D Mario. And with that, we're just about done and on to the next one. For this build, we're going to be building another larger YouTuber, but also one of my personal favorites, Ryan Trahan, the man who can do just about anything with a penny and a dream. Speaking of which, that's how I originally found his channel, around 3 or 4 years ago, when he was doing one of his week-long penny series, and at the time, I thought it was so cool, because he would release a new video every day, and it really made you invested in what was going to happen next. Ever since then, I've been hooked. probably just because of his energy. Ryan just radiates happiness, you know? Like, he just makes you see the good in people. In all of his travels and challenges, he's always showing how nice people are, and makes the effort to try and build relationships with strangers, which, personally, I'm way too antisocial to do that, but I really respect the positivity that Ryan Tran exudes, and the world would probably be a better place if there were more people like him. For the build, I decided to build a giant skeleton in reference to his Howdy Howdy merch. It'll be a skeleton with a cowboy hat holding a giant penny in reference to all of his penny series, and not too much else. I think we're gonna have him holding some Joyride in the other hand, but don't think there's too much else I want to do with this build, especially since the skeleton is taking quite a while to build, because I keep having to look up pictures of what skeletons look like to figure out what bones are supposed to look like, which is probably not perfect, but especially from the right angles, I actually think that it looks pretty good. I like how the ribs turned out and the skull. I think they're pretty fun. That's Ryan Trahan, and we'll be going on to the next build now. So now in the video, we're finally doing our first real Minecraft YouTuber called Khani. He makes super over-the-top hardcore Minecraft videos, and he's actually the reason that I got back into Minecraft. After not playing for years, I watched one of his videos and he just reminded me how entertaining Minecraft really is, and just how many possibilities this game really has to offer, from building insane structures to all the different survival challenges to telling stories. Minecraft really is only limited by your imagination, which is a little bit cheesy, but that's true. I based his build off of a few different videos that he's done, a couple of his most popular ones and one or two of my personal favorites. So his most popular video was one of those 100-day skyblock videos where it was the 1 block skyblock, so that's why he's on 1 block. And then another one of his more popular videos is he collected illegal items in Minecraft, including a Pether Nordle, which is a backwards nether portal. So portal on the outside, obsidian on the inside. Then this nether that you're seeing is in reference to a video where he put an ocean inside of the nether by kind of messing with different Minecraft updates, and yeah, so a few different references, and might see an emerald or two, and yeah, that's Khani, one of my favorites. And if you haven't seen any of his videos, you like Minecraft, dude's got some awesome stuff, or should I say stoof. And now for the grand finale, the greatest Minecraft player of all time, Technoblade. You know, there's just not enough good things you can say about him. The dude was legitimately special. His humor, his storytelling, his skill, he was what I think a lot of us aspire to be, especially as a YouTuber. He just had such a natural talent as a creator and was just so genuine, which is something I think is a trait that you don't see much of in modern YouTube or in the world in general. Quite frankly, I don't want to say too much else, just out of respect, but I built a blue bed in reference to Bed Wars and his favorite color being blue, and then I added a few potatoes in reference to his Potato Wars video, which if you haven't seen, they're definitely worth a watch, and that's about it. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube, so if you want to support a dad who's trying to be more than just a janitor, drop a comment and let me know which YouTuber you'd like to see next. And of course, like the video to save the very real endangered northwestern buffalo rabbit. And subscribe for more stuff.